want to do a video on a recent purchase that I made, and it is the Cold Steel Recon 1 XL. As you can see, it's a little bit of a larger blade, and just talk a little bit about some of the stats of the knife. It says it weighs 8 ounces on its website, which I thought would be heavier than the way this knife actually feels. It carries great. It has a small pocket clip, and I don't want to say it has deep pocket carry or anything like that, but it carries pretty low. As you can see in the pocket, that's all that stands out. Straight up and down, and it really feels like a much lighter, smaller knife than it really is. I think part of it is that it's just G10. There is no steel liners inside of this, so the handle construction is really just G10, except for the metal that's used in the triad backlock. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of talk on the triad backlock because I think Cold Steel's talked about it enough. Everybody knows that it's one of the strongest, most durable locks and can stand torturous spine whack tests and all that stuff. Back to the knife, the blade is 5.5 inches. It's made out of ALS 8A, and I know a lot of people are like, boy, ALS 8A sucks, why you buy that knife? I have a couple other Cold Steel knives, and I use them a lot. I don't know if I would consider it hard use or abuse or any of that kind of stuff, but I've never really had too big of a problem. I mean, I agree that it's a little bit of a softer steel, and it can dent or roll pretty easy, but more easy than like a S30 or something like that. But I really don't have that big of a problem, and these are not overly expensive knives. Now this one will set you back about $100, and to me it feels like about a $75 knife. And I'll get into why I feel that as we talk about some other larger knives that I do have in the collection that I do carry around. The open length of this is a little over a foot. It's 12.25 inches long, and the handle length is it says on the website it's 6.5 inches. So it's really, I mean, it really is a big knife, and it's comfortable holding at the end, in the middle, and then I guess you would call this choking up on it, but it's really comfortable and it fits in the hand quite well. Some of the reason I was saying that it feels like about a $75 knife as opposed to a $100 knife. This is a Cold Steel Military, and I would consider that a larger knife. It's obviously dwarfed by the Recon 1. It's made with S30V, and it's made in the United States as opposed to being made in Taiwan. And I paid $125 for that, and it certainly feels like it's more than $25 nicer than the Recon. The action on the Recon is smooth, and it's got great texture on it, and I don't feel that that it's cheaply made or anything like that. But it just, when I hold it, it feels like 75 is the right number for that. Well, this one was 110. Now, granted, the Cold Steel does come with 2 pocket clips, one for right and one for left-hand carry. This is a left-handed military that only has a tip-down option. But again, you start talk about USA construction versus Taiwan construction. This is a 4mm thick blade, and then I believe the milli is 3.7, so it's pretty close. I mean, I get that it's more ALS 8, but again, I think we all know it's a little bit of a cheaper steel. Another knife that is actually lighter than the Recon, but it feels a little heavier, is this Emerson Commander. Again, this is a left-handed Emerson Commander, so this is much more expensive than either one of these two knives. You have to order these, as far as I know, you have to order them straight from Emerson himself, and it taxes a little bit of shipping on there, $25, and then you're also paying MSRP when you order from him, so these are a little bit more for us lefties. But this knife actually feels bigger, bulkier, and heavier in the pocket than this one, and it's much smaller. A Commander has about a 3.75 to 4 inch blade, depending on what website you check. 154 cm. And a lot of people are like, 154 cm's an old steel. But, I don't have any problems with the Commander, and I certainly don't have any problems with 154 cm. Again, this is a USA made knife. Let's see, got another one here. ZT 0561, and This knife is actually pretty light. I think it has to do with the TI. It does have a liner lock, a lined scale on this side. LMAX steel, so this knife's a little pricey itself. It's also made in the U.S. But again, I mean, these all feel right about the same in the pocket, with the Recon 1 actually being very comfortable. So I like that knife quite a bit. I'm quite impressed with it. Let's get some of these out of the way. Just for fun, I wanted to put in one more cold steel option. That's the Raja 2. This is a much bigger knife. It's a 6-inch blade, and it carries much heavier. It's thicker. It's got a Zytel as opposed to the G10, which I think is a little bit heavier, and it does have lined handles as well. This is a big, beefy knife. It's actually difficult to carry. I do carry it sometimes, but when it's folded up, it's so big that sometimes the clip doesn't go all the way down because the pocket has to be really deep. But people are like, why do you need a big knife? Why do you carry a big knife? And I think you get some more capability out of that. They're not as convenient or easy as some of the smaller EDC knives that people carry around, but let's face it, everybody loves loves a big folder, and they're fun to break out and use. So, lock on this Recon's still a little tight, still needs to break in, but I feel really good about it. And like I said, I just wanted to do a quick show and tell. I like it. I'm glad I bought it. I'd recommend it to anybody. Like I said, I'd have felt a little bit happier paying $75 as opposed to $100 for it. But at $100, I don't feel like I got ripped off at all. Very happy with the purchase, and I'm looking pretty hard at the Recon 1 XL Tanto. Just so this one has a play date. All right, everybody, that's it. Thank you.